We have all been there. You go to the store, grab your favorite bag of chips, and sit down to enjoy a snack. You pop it open, reach inside, and your hand goes all the way to the bottom before you feel anything. Congratulations, you just paid $5 for a bag of premium factory-sealed air. Welcome to Doodle Dollar. Today, we are exposing the most widespread, quiet financial scam happening right under your nose in every single grocery aisle: shrinkflation. Over the last few years, the price of your groceries hasn't just been going up, the food itself has actually been disappearing. Companies are terrified of raising prices because they know you will stop buying. So they found a loophole. Instead of charging you more money, they just give you less product. And they use incredible psychological tricks, packaging illusions, and straight-up deception to make sure your brain never notices the missing ounces. Let's break down the exact corporate strategies designed to shrink your food, empty your wallet, and leave you hungry.
To understand why shrinkflation works, you have to understand how your brain processes money. If corporate stickman raises the price of your favorite cereal from $4 to $5, your brain sounds an alarm. You see the new price tag, you get angry, and you buy the generic store brand instead. But human beings are incredibly bad at judging volume and weight. If the price stays at exactly $4, but the box drops from 16 ounces to 14 ounces, you grab it off the shelf without thinking twice. Your brain sees the familiar box, sees the familiar price, and completely ignores the tiny text at the bottom corner that tells you the truth. It is a psychological blind spot, and the corporate world has weaponized it. They call it the price point boundary. If they cross it, they lose millions of customers. So, to maintain their massive profit margins during tough economic times, they keep the boundary untouched and simply hollow out the product from the inside.
And how exactly do they hide the missing food? Welcome to the dark art of packaging design. Let's look at a jar of peanut butter. If they take out 2 ounces, the jar should look shorter, right? Wrong. Corporate designers will keep the jar the exact same height, but they will design a massive indent or dimple into the bottom of the plastic. When it sits on the shelf, it looks identical to the old jar, but underneath, a huge pocket of empty air is eating up the volume. They do this with everything. Cereal boxes are made taller but incredibly thin, so from the front aisle view, they look massive. Chocolate bars are redesigned with deeper grooves between the pieces. They aren't making it easier for you to snap a piece off. They are literally carving out the chocolate and keeping the change. Deodorant sticks get a thicker plastic base. Shampoo bottles get a sleeker, curved waistline. It is an architectural masterclass in giving you less. But what happens when the change is too obvious? If they have to shrink a product significantly, they can't just put the smaller version next to the old one. People would notice. Enter the greatest distraction tactic in marketing: the redesign. Suddenly, your favorite orange juice has a brand new, vibrant label. It says, "New look, same great taste," in bright, happy letters. They might even change the shape of the bottle to make it look modern and sleek. You are so distracted by the shiny new packaging that you completely fail to realize the bottle went from 64 ounces down to 52 ounces. The new look was literally just a smokescreen to confuse your memory. They force your brain to focus on the pretty colors so you don't focus on the math. It is a corporate magic trick. Look at the flashy hand waving the new logo and ignore the other hand quietly stealing your breakfast.
And if they can't shrink the package any further without making it look ridiculous, they deploy an even sneakier tactic. It is called skimpflation. Instead of giving you less of the product, they quietly change the ingredients to cheaper, lower quality alternatives. Real butter gets replaced with cheap vegetable oil, cane sugar gets swapped out for high fructose corn syrup, the cocoa butter in your chocolate is reduced and replaced with palm oil. The size of the item stays exactly the same. The price stays exactly the same, but the actual value of what you are eating has completely plummeted. You might bite into your favorite cookie and think, this tastes a little different than I remember. You aren't crazy. Your taste buds are literally detecting corporate cost cutting in real time. They skimped on the recipe to save 3 cents per unit, and multiplied by millions of boxes, that equals a massive end-of-year bonus for the executives.
And if you want to see the most confusing, aggressive example of shrinkflation on the planet, just walk down the toilet paper aisle. The math on these packages is absolute insanity. 6 mega rolls equals 24 regular rolls. 12 super mega rolls equals 48 double rolls. Why is the math so confusing? Because they don't want you to figure it out. Over the last decade, toilet paper companies have shrunk the physical width of the roll. They have reduced the number of sheets per roll. They have even thinned out the paper itself. A roll that used to comfortably sit on your bathroom holder now slides back and forth with an extra inch of empty space on the sides. By making the math on the packaging a ridiculous algebra problem, they make it impossible for the average consumer to track how much paper they are actually losing year after year. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so I lost half an ounce of chips. Why is this such a big deal? Because to you, it is half an ounce. To a global corporation, it is tens of millions of dollars in pure profit. Let's do the math. If a company sells 100 million boxes of crackers a year, and they quietly remove just one cracker from every box, they don't lower the price, so their revenue stays exactly the same. But their manufacturing costs suddenly drop by hundreds of thousands of pounds of flour, salt, and baking time. That tiny, imperceptible difference, one single missing cracker, translates into a massive spike in profit margins without having to find a single new customer. Shrinkflation isn't an accident, and it isn't just about surviving inflation. It is a highly calculated, heavily researched strategy to quietly extract the maximum amount of wealth from your grocery budget without triggering your price alarms.
So how do you fight back against a grocery store designed to trick you? The absolute best weapon you have is the unit price. Stop looking at the giant, bold price tag on the front of the shelf. Look at the tiny, boring number in the corner. That tells you the price per ounce, or the price per 100 sheets. That is the only number that cannot lie to you. Second, give the store brands a chance. When national brands shrink their packages to pay for their massive marketing budgets, the generic store brands usually keep their sizes normal. You don't have to be a victim to corporate packaging illusions. It just takes an extra 3 seconds of reading the fine print to keep your dollars in your pocket. If you are tired of paying for factory-sealed air, hit that subscribe button, let me know in the comments what product you caught shrinking recently, and I will see you in the next breakdown. Keep your dollar smart and keep your doodle simple.